Hello, again 10A. So welcome to our mock assessment. So a mock assessment means an attempt assessment. So I've created this so that we can get a little bit of practice before the assessment day, which you're going to have next week. So you would have gotten me your updated planners so that you understand the process. So number one, you're going to be looking at your data sheet, which is based on your endangered animal. Number two, you're going to create a plan for that. And number three, you're going to write a 250-word description of the endangered animal in your own words based on the information in the fact sheet. If there's other information that you've learned that is not on the fact sheet but you remember, that's absolutely fine to include in the description as well. So number one, you need to organise the information from the fact sheet into a plan. And we've actually practiced that. So we've been a bit cheeky. So we've practiced what that needs to look like, which is great. On the day, you cannot bring your plan in. It's just for us to practice, and then you've got an idea of what you could do with your plan when you go into the assessment. Again, you cannot take the plan in. It was just for us to get an idea and get a practice, hopefully to get you a higher mark on the day. So what you need to do is actually take the information from your data sheet. You may take that in with you. You can bring the data sheet into the assessment, but that is all just the data sheet. So bring the data sheet into the assessment. With that data sheet on your new piece of paper, you are then going to write your plan. So very similar to the plan that you sent me, or if you can remember it, exactly the same. Number two, you are going to write your description from the plan. So using your plan, you're going to write your description. Remember to use paragraphs and defining and non-defining relative clauses where appropriate. Again, I'd expect an introduction, maybe paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and then finally a conclusion. As I said, it must be minimum of 250 words for you to be successful. Those 250 words do not include the reference sheet. We're going to complete this today. You're going to have 1 hour to complete the test. I'm going to show you what I've created. I've actually created a data sheet myself. About a very cute little animal that lives in Mexico. Okay, so you should all have this sheet in front of you. This is the 10A description mock assessment. So most importantly, get your name up the top and your date. Next, I'm going to read through this with you so that when I turn off the video, when the video finishes, I want you to go straight into the assessment so that you have 1 full hour. You cannot take a break, you cannot go to the toilet, you cannot use a phone, you may not use a dictionary. It is the same as an assessment, and the teacher that is in here today will be aware of this as well, and they'll be watching to make sure no one is cheating or doing anything inappropriate. So again, this is an assessment, so no phones, no dictionaries, no translators ever, and make sure that you're not reading off one another. So we'll go through the details first together, and then when I finish the video, you can go straight into writing. As I said, you have 1 hour to complete the plan and the 250-word description. 1 hour. After that hour, you can hand your document into your teacher and then head out the door quietly. Okay? So my animal name is the oxalotl. Oxal? I don't know how to pronounce that, or it's also known as the walking fish. Scientific name is Ambystoma mexicanum. The category, it is an amphibian. Okay, it's an amphibian. You should know what that means now, having gone through science. Size, it can grow up to 12 inches long, and it weighs between 2.11 to 8 ounces. Can live for 10 to 15 years. Physical details, it's black or mottled brown. Slimy smooth skin, 4 webbed feet, feathery external gills. So these are gills here, so that's how he breathes. On the back of his head, it's got a long wide mouth and small eyes. Habitat, I can't say that word, but it's near Mexico City. They always live in the water, which is why they've got gills. Diet, they are a carnivore. They eat mollusks, worms, insect larvae, crustaceans, and some fish. Predators, which means what can eat them or what can hunt them, large fish and birds. Why are they endangered? Because of the draining and contamination of the water in Mexico City. This is the only place that they live. They're also popular for aquariums. You know, when you've got at home, you might have a fish bowl. This is also known as an aquarium. So people often seal them for the aquariums. You can see here where I got all my information. I got it from National Geographic. You can see when I accessed it, as well as the website. So the first thing you need to do is complete this section here. So write your plan, introduction, body, body tour and conclusion. This is not the description, this is just your plan. As usual, you would be doing this in dot points, okay? What you're going to include in those areas. Then we'll move down here and you can see that I've given you some space to complete your description. My description, minimum 250 words. I've got some lined paper for you here. If you need more paper than that, please raise your hand and the teacher will supply you with just an extra sheet of blank paper. Once you have completed your description, it's important always important to review and edit. You usually can get a difference of maybe 10% in this area. I've given you some assessment checklists. You are not going to have these on the day. This is just to get you in the practice of editing your work before you send it in. Have I put everything in a logical order? Have I included all the important information? Have I checked my spelling, sentence structure, grammar, and vocabulary? I should have checked that. It's a good example of why we edit. And have I included the references at the end? There's a big hint in that last one. So you're going to be completing this over 1 hour. Once you have, please hand the document to your teacher and we're going to organise for these to get sent through to me so that I can mark them and give you some feedback. Okay, so that's all. Please get your pen, no speaking, no copying, no electronics. I wish you good luck and I look forward to seeing the finished product. I will speak to you in the next class. Thank you.